Hey guys, what's up? I'm Brian here, doing another video for you guys, and this time we are taking a look at this Kre-O set. It's got a name, and I can't remember what it is, but I'm just going to call it the Dinobot Slug set. Now, it's pretty funny to see Kre-O for the last film, because by now we've got a new film coming out, and by this time, Kre-O is pretty much discontinued. Now, I don't want to say they'll never bring out a new Kre-O set, but considering that we haven't really heard of anything, and most of the Kre-O sets that we have heard about are just exclusives, or was in a dollar store or something like that. We haven't heard much from Kre-O. Now that's kind of sad because I kind of like Kre-O, but at the same time I'm not that surprised about it, just personally. But anyways, we're taking a look at this Dinobot Slug set. And what's my opinion over the Dinobot Slug set? To be honest with you, I kind of just don't care about it. I got it on sale, and that's pretty much it. And I mainly wanted to get the Vehicon and the Drift figure. Now, I'm just trying to plug in the charger right now, because my battery was dying. Anyways, taking a look at the figures first. We've got Autobot Drift, which is a pretty cool figure. I do like the paint job on this guy. And the Vehicon. Let's take a look at the Vehicon first. As you can see, he's pretty basic. They've made a whole bunch of these Vehicons for the Age of Extinction Kre-O line, which I really do like. They didn't try to make them any of them too distinct, which I think that's pretty nice, because now you have an army of these little Kre-O guys, and some sets would even include 2 of these Vehicons, which I think was pretty cool. He comes with this little blaster rifle thing, and I think that's fine. The detail on the chest is pretty cool, but I don't really care about the face. I mean, it's just kind of weird, I guess. I mean, it's got a lot of detail, but I just don't really care about it. I think it's because for Kre-O, you get these really cartoonish looks, and then you have this that just looks weird. He does have a little metal thing on the back of him, so you can plug that to the magnets of some of the Dinobots. I believe this guy, yep, this guy has it on the top right there. So when he's running into Vehicons, it's like stuck on his head. That's pretty cool. But other than that, there's not much I can say. You get a ball joint, and then you get a rotation, and then you get a rotation and a couple of ball joints and whatnot. So it's alright, it's pretty basic, but at the same time, it's got a lot of detail in the chest and the head that just really makes it stand out. And I'm not sure if it stands out in a good way or not, but it's what it is. And then we've got Drift, and Drift is pretty cool looking. Now, I could say the same for Drift. I mean, he's got a lot of detail, but he's also got this hexagon, or maybe it's not a hexagon. He's got this dotted thing going around his body, which I think is pretty cool. And it spaces itself enough to not look weird. And then he's got that cartoonish face that I really do like. I wish there was a little bit more gold on this guy. I'm not sure how I feel about the silver, especially on the body. It feels a little out of place, but I think overall it's not bad. You can take the swords and plug that onto the back right here, which is very nice. I actually forgot that I can do that, so that's pretty cool. And I believe that if you take off the head, you can slide one of these weapons down like so, which is pretty nice. Let's see if I can get the helmet off. I can't really get the helmet off for whatever reason. Actually, let me see. Maybe I can. Come on. Nope. It doesn't seem to want to pop off. Oh well, that's how it is. But nonetheless, I think that Drift is pretty cool. He's got a little bit of blue, a lot of black. It's definitely closer to Drift than some of the other figures for Age of Extinction with that massive amount of blue, at least for the color scheme. I love the helmet piece right here. That's a separate thing, which I think is very nice. I like this figure. I really do, and I'm so glad to have a Drift in my collection. And then we take a look at Slug. Now, this is not something that will transform. It's only made for the Dino mode, which I understand. But it's very basic and bland. I really just don't care for this thing. First up, you have the arms, which have ratchets, which is very surprising. A couple of hinges here and there, and then you get a couple of claws that don't seem to hook on too well. For some reason with Kre-O, the claw pieces don't like to stay attached. I'm not sure if it's the clips or the pegs, but they just don't. It's really poor quality. Um, and sometimes the pegs will just fall off when you rotate something, so that's not good. The tail in the back is just a loose joint, so watch out for that. If you just tap it, it's just going to move out of place. It's really bad, especially when you move the tail, and it just, I don't know, kind of looks weird. That might be a personal thing, because maybe some people just don't care about that, but me, I'm just, I don't really like that. And the head feels out of place. You got the smooth body going around this toy, and I guess this gold and this gray piece is meant to add detail, but it doesn't really do it enough, which is unfortunate because you get a little bit of detail on the head, but a lot of it is rounded off. And it's just got this gold applied to it, making it look like a knockoff toy. It really does not look like something from Hasbro. And it really doesn't because, again, the head feels out of place. You know how some knockoff companies will make a whole new piece, but pretty much everything else is based off a Lego toy? And that new piece just looks completely odd in comparison to everything else. Yeah, that's pretty much this toy. So, I really don't care for it. I like the size of it. It is very small. But other than that, it's just kind of bland. I will give it this, though. It doesn't make itself look busy. Like some of the other Dinobots that came out for the Kre-O line have these guns or these spikes or whatnot and these random pieces that just made it look too busy. At least you could plug a figure on the top of that, which is pretty cool. And you get the additional brick, which is very nice. But yeah, at least it's not busy and just looking crazy and weird and just not that good. But it's so bland and basic that I just don't care for it. So would I recommend this toy? I would only recommend it for the Vehicon and the Drift, and that's only if you could find this for like maybe $5 per se. That would be a fair price. And if you're curious about the Slug figure itself, I guess that's good. But just overall, my opinion is it's really a bland set. You don't really need it, so there's that. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time.